MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Cole Stewart starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
At the plate, Rowdy Tellez. He will lead this one off today. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The bouncer to the left side, reined in. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting nine for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. He struggled the last 2 games. Only 2 hits in the series, but he's a guy you can't let down on. One swing can get him hot and right back into a groove.
In now, Bo Bichette. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage the last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Hit out towards second. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the third baseman, Vladimir.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Jays 0, O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ryan Borucki gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Orioles, the center fielder, Austin.
Now here's the pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. 3-2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Skied into straightaway right. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Jack Mayfield stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Ready with another 2-2. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
So digging in now, Dwight Smith Jr. comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air out to center field. McKinney's there for it. And that retires the side. So nothing in the Orioles' first. 2nd inning coming up from Baltimore. No score. 2nd inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the forecast isn't pretty, but it does sound like we're going to get this one in, even if it takes a while. It's coming down at a decent rate as of right now, and it's likely to intensify as the game moves along. The grounds crew is standing by to put that tarp on the field if the umpires call a delay. We'll have to hope that any such halt in the action is short-lived.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. It's not looking pretty, and guys, we'll just have to hope the weather doesn't play too much of a factor in the outcome of this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 2nd inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't it.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
Hernandez leads off second with nobody out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting fifth.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind them, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Here's Randall Grichuk as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, man.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Gone! Randall Grichuk, a 2-run shot. Number 14 on the season as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Stepping up to the plate, Reese McGuire, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pulled toward right center field. Santander waits on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 28. Billy.
Set to get his day started, Billy McKinney. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one. And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike two. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Blue Jays. Last half of the second set to go, and digging in is the veteran DH, Edwin Encarnacion.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Now in the box, Rio Ruiz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McKinney's there for it. And That's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
Stepping in now, Adley Rutschman, as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently, it's strike one. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Baraki has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
Liner in there for a base hit. And he throws it away. Luckily, the pitcher is there to back up, however.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
And here's Renato Nunez. No balls and one strike. Grounded back up the middle. There's one. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Orioles leave one. They're still down. It's 2-0. At the plate, Kevin Biggio, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Scooped up. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Bo Bichette.
Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Hit in the air down the right field line, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI ground out instead.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run, but I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
2-0 now. From the stretch.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
And from the list of stats you'd never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Miguel Castro is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
50, Miguel Castro.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. So far this season, Hernandez is hitting exactly 200. Not really what you'd call a point of pride for him.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
The batter, the designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel.
Standing in now, Lourdes Gurriel. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Just missing here, 2-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Still only 1 out in the inning. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Just hung in there on that one. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles nothing.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the 3rd, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
At the plate now, Ramon Urias. This he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling. Compose yourself and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Taking all the way that time, it's 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
In now for the O's, Austin Hayes. He flew out in his last at-bat. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for 3rd. And he'll move up to 3rd now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to 3rd on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jack Mayfield. And their runners at the corners now. In there, strike 1.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Heading out towards shallow right. Richard has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
The batter, the left fielder,
Stepping in, Dwight Smith Jr. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the belt, the pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. The 1-2 is down low, and he gets the call. Strike 3 looking. Orioles strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Blue Jays.
Digging in now, Rendell Grichuk as we begin the top of the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, number 10.
Now at the plate, Reese McGuire. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayes is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Standing in, Billy McKinney. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he falls behind 0-2. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th. And as you can see on the graphic, he currently sits 2nd on the Orioles in that category. Rio Ruiz to the plate now as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Turned on down the line. He'll go to the bag for 1. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Tanner Roar comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Tanner Roar.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Adley Rutschman. Now here it comes.
0-1, no strike.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. 3-0 now. Renato Nunez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the 3-0 offering. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Stepping up now, Cavan Biggio. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
1 strike.
Ground ball right into the shift. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. That evens it up 1-1. Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Nobody out, runner on first. Pulled toward right center field. Santander's got it, and there's one away.
The bat, number 11. Shortstop.
In now, Bo Bichette. His prior history versus this arm, he's just 1 for 6. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Hit back up the middle, reined in to second for 1, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They lead it 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy
Leading
high.
off for the
Good
Orioles,
stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
the first baseman.
First delivery to him on the way.
Nunez.
Renato Nunez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. McKinney's there for it. 1 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Anthony.
Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Richard will be there to put it away in front of the big scoreboard.
Up next for the Orioles.
So not quite enough to get the ball out of the ballpark here, and that's been a common theme as power has been in short supply. We'll take a look at the teams with the fewest home runs this season. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. Ready now for Baltimore, Ramon Urias reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
That's a ball.
And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Urias, certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, he's a premium defender. It doesn't matter. Anything that's in his vicinity, right or left of him, 5 steps either way, is getting vacuumed up. So they trust this guy's glove in a premium spot no matter where he's playing.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Austin Hayes. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 1-0 pitch on the way. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Runners going. Pitch inside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up, and that's going to fall for a base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 4-1 game.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed, off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
At the plate, Jack Mayfield, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fouled off. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
The 1-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Into the box, Dwight Smith Jr. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The 1-0 delivery.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-0, here it is. Line towards center field. McKinney is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles 1. Settling in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Now here it comes. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Hayes, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Now batting, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Now another 0-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. In there, and it's 0-1. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
The right fielder, number 15,
Randall Grichuk will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And he gets ahead 0-1. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. Swing, and he gets under this one as it's hit in the air to shallow center. Chasing after it is Santander. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they lead it 4-1. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion.
the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
First offering on its way.
Nope, outside.
Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
3-1 to him now. A full count to the Orioles designated hitter. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box now, Rio Ruiz. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. The windup and the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And this will be fouled away. The 1-2.
2-2 now.
Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Now batter.
Digging in to try it again, Adley Rutschman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. A bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail it 4-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next to hit is the catcher, Reese McGuire.
The catcher, number 10.
Paul Fry is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51, Paul Fry.
First pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Yank fouled off to the right. Fry, a native of the state of Michigan. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box, Kevin Biggio. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Last half of the 7th here, and here comes the first baseman, Renato Nunez.
Renato Nunez.
Now here's the pitch. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. 0-1 count and the pitch.
Nope. Outside.
Popped him up. McGuire is there. One down.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder,
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Urias.
To the plate now, Ramon Urias, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Line to the right side, but foul. Lays off. 2-2 now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody has got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Sam Gaviglio takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Austin Hayes will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. He's set. Here it comes. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
So stepping in, Jack Mayfield, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
2-0 now. From the belt, the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's tarrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now the relay home, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Dwight Smith Jr. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a two-run shot to right center, number 14 on the season. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game.
Hey, in today's game of extreme velocity, if you have mediocre stuff, you cannot miss over the heart of the plate. You have to nibble at the corners. He wasn't able to do that, and he paid the ultimate price.
Wilmer Font takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Wilmer Font. Designated hitter,
Edwin Encarnacion now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they score 4 times on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Orioles 5, the Jays 4. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Rowdy Tellez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Yusniel Diaz is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Number 80, Yusniel Diaz.
Andrew Velasquez is also into the game as he takes over at short.
Number 88.
Here comes the first pitch.
Inside forward.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Digging in once again, Bo Bichette, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Nope.
And that misses, ball 1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. And the pitch. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Koji Yokoyama gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 24, Koji Yokoyama.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. This one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard down the line. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. On to second, but he's in safely as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
At the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yokoyama is 21 years of age. This is his first year at the big league level. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit out towards second. He's got it, and there's out number 2.
And this is not an easy play where you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Coming to the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he takes a cold strike 1.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Hayes on the run for it. At the track, the wall. Gone! And that 2-run home run delivers an 8th inning lead. 2-run shot to straightaway center as they take a 7-5 lead.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition to have to score with only 6 outs to go.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Griffith.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit hard to the right, but foul.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 1-1. Lifted in the air out to center field. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Orioles 5. Anthony Bass is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Anthony Bass.
Striding in, Rio Ruiz. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Bass, a native of the state of Michigan. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Ready with another 0-2. Lifted the other way to left center. McKinney giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Into the box now, Adley Rutschman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he will get in there safely, and that will certainly make things more interesting. It's 7-6 now.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Lo, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Stepping in now, Renato Nunez. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
Digging in, Anthony Santander. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
The 0-1 delivery. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. In the air now out to left field. Hernandez is there to make the catch, and that's a big out, number one.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Ramon Urias. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Popped him up. McGuire has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Austin Hayes. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Outside. 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3 balls, no strikes. This is popped up. McGuire moving to his left. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Orioles settle for 1. 9th inning coming up. Toronto leads this one 7-6. Ready once again, Reese McGuire. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Richard Blyer enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. He's set and the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the seventh fielder, Billy McKinney.
Ready for another chance? Billy McKinney. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2.
Oh, that's inside.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. And a left-handed batter waiting on deck, though there's a good shot he might get pulled back. Yanked fouled off to the right. Another payoff pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Second baseman, Gavin Biggio.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Biggio. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
What a well-executed sinker right there. There's really nothing you can do with that pitch. You're either burying it into the ground or fouling it off your shin.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Nothing further in the Toronto ninth. Last chance coming up for Baltimore. They'll need one to tie. It's a 7-6 ball game. Ken Giles comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 51, Ken Giles.
Stepping in, Yusniel Diaz. He'll lead things off against Giles as they're down to their final 3 outs in this ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Diaz, just 24 years of age. He's a second-year big leaguer. The 1-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2-0 pitch on the way.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
At the plate, Andrew Velasquez. And it's grounded just foul down the line. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
3-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Richard will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Rio Ruiz. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll dive back in safely. From the stretch. Here's a line drive that is caught. Oh, my. You talk about the right place at the right time, as that'll strand the tying run aboard, and this ball game is over. And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. The Jays crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Wilmer Font gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Ken Giles closes the door for the save, his 20th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Orioles, 6 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.